I'm Victoria Clark, and I play Mother Superior in Sister Act the Musical on Broadway. There's so much love that goes into making something great, and so this piece is really full of that care and love. You can just feel it everywhere in the theater. Anytime you're playing someone that is sort of a professional religious person, you have to start with your own faith, or else you would feel like a complete fraud. So luckily, I'm a practicing Christian, and that gave me a stepping stone. But having always been Protestant, I didn't know anything really about the Catholic faith. My boyfriend's Irish Catholic, and so every now and then, he would sort of try to supply me with information. But I really had to start at the bottom and start researching the saints and researching the Trinity in a more specific way, and start researching the way Catholics think about the Holy Mother. It's been a beautiful journey for me to find out more about what that means to me personally, because I can't attempt to play this part without understanding the personal relationship that I have with my own faith. So it's been a deepening time. It's been a struggle too. It's been a real struggle, because as an actress, this woman is, she's very sad, and she's lost this character. So what's beautiful about the show is that she needs to find her faith again, and she needs to open her heart, and the least likely person leads her back to her own faith. So she should know everything about God. She should be the one teaching Dolores, the woman who comes into the convent, who's played quite astonishingly by Patina Miller. Unbelievable performance. But it's the other way around. She ends up coming, and because she is a person of great generosity, I mean, she's crazy, she's out there, she's not what Mother Superior would want, to come visiting on a Sunday afternoon, but she actually teaches her how to love again. So it's a love story. That's what we always wanted it to be. And Jerry and our book writer, Douglas Carter Bean, and Glenn Slater and Alan Menken, the composer and lyricist, worked very hard to try to make that storyline real. Well, I think the audiences have been so enthusiastic at the end of the show. Every night, people are up and screaming. And it's not just because the choreography is catchy. It's not just because we have a giant, Holy Mother who is made out of mirrors and who rotates, although that's one reason why you might get excited. It's, and the score is so beautiful. That's not the only reason people jump up. It is a show about God. And whether you believe in God or not, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, agnostic, you're not sure, I think everybody on some level believes that there's some higher power that brought us into being, and that, whether we like it or not, loves us and is looking out for us. Whether we believe it or not, I think most people believe that being, that spiritual force exists. So what this show does is it makes you, in a very unself-conscious and kind of sneaky way, it makes you sit with that and think about it. And you're watching two characters who shouldn't like each other and who really have nothing in common battle it out. And at the end, they come to accept one another. So it's actually a piece about acceptance and grace and forgiveness, but without any religious agenda. That's what's so interesting about the piece. And I've had Jews come back here bawling. I mean, last night we had someone who won some Facebook prize, and she came back, she says, I'm Jewish, my husband's Jewish. I had two friends who were Jewish sitting on the couch. Everyone was bawling because, it makes people sit with that. It makes people sit with God for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And people feel better when they leave. And, I pray in the show as lines, I pray in between lines, I pray before, during, and after. So God is really, with me, walking with me in this part.